Hey guys, this is Otto Gaming. This is going to be another Infinite Magicraid video. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the patch notes. Like I've got you guys used to, every single week we have a patch notes coming from the game where it's like, some UI updates, some changes to the game, some, other stuff that they implement, sometimes balances. Sometimes they release new heroes. Well, this week is going to be another one of those ones, and we have the official patch notes released. Just like in the previous ones, we have the official data out here, but we don't know 100% everything. Like, we usually have to wait up until the patch is implemented to see exactly the numbers, the multipliers, or whatever for the sake of each and every new hero that's released. So, for example, for this week, we have 3 new heroes released. That's Gilliman or Gelliman or however you would read his name, is a Wizard's Eye support legend hero. So on day 1, he has a single target damage that can inflict res buff for 1 turn, grant self 1 layer of arcane. I guess that's something part of the passive. Then transfers all, the second one, bursting knowledge, transfer all arcane owned by self to wisdom runestone, and additionally generates 4 windstone runes. You know what? I'm going to do usual stuff. I'm just going to look through the kits. I'm not going to discuss everything up until it comes out and see everything. I just want to see, usually I'm looking if they're going to bring good enough support, good enough damage, or shield removers. Like that's, in my opinion, the most important things that we're looking for is people that bring shield or shield removers, especially for the sake of the Tower of Mark. So for example, this one kind of looks like support, but he kind of looks like he wants to bring damage. It's like, it might look like another Daisy situation. He's blue mark, so again, this one looks like it's mostly damage. Then it reflects the silence effect, the inflictor. Okay, this one might be a good anti-Ascendo. Ascendo skill removes from enemy whenever attribute debuff. This enemy's cleanse. Gilliman remove chance to grant 1 layer of arcane, again, all with that arcane. This attack damage to all enemies and removes all buffs from them, with a chance to inflict reduced speed by 40%. So removing all buffs, like I mentioned earlier, could be good for the sake of the blue Tower of Mark. I mean, we already have a Norma that does that for the sake of blue, and there's some other ones, but he might be another interesting one, especially if he can bring some extra damage. I'm not going to go through the exclusive, I'm just going to quickly go through the skills as I mentioned. Then the next one we have Mamuk, is a legend from Eternal Sec, defense-based, and green mark. 2 stages of damage. First one has to reduce the target's attack. Second one can inflict horrify. Okay, that can be interesting, especially because it's on the basic skill, so that could be good paired with a counter attack like Catherine, Then second one grants taunted immortal for 2 turns, increases ally speed by 40%. Okay, this can be interesting. Basically what taunt means is every time somebody uses a skill, unless it's an AoE, it's always gonna target him, so that can be really useful. He's immune to freeze, stun, and hypnotize. He grants any ally shield for 2 turns if the ally takes single skill damage. So like, like I mentioned, not AoE, but single target damage. It's above part of max HP, or is inflicted with any freeze, stun, or hypnotize. I don't really understand what this one means. It has a 2-turn cooldown. Maybe if it's like, if it kills it, part of max HP, that means it grants a shield, or if they get freeze, stun, hypnotize. It's good because most of the time if you get CC'd, it's kind of hard because you have to wait your turn to come back, so getting that shield could be useful. I do not really understand the parts of max HP, but again, once they're gonna come out, we're gonna understand more. Then ultimate steals all buffs except attribute debuffs from all enemies, deals defense damage to all enemies, extends the duration of all buffs on self by 1 turn. Curious if that one extends immortal and taunt as well. That could be pretty interesting. Can make it open with this one, then extend it. But again, what I really like about this one is it can steal all the buffs. And my curiosity is like this: is it gonna steal or at least remove the buff for the green Tower of Mark? Because that could be really useful, because you know what, again, Tower of Mark, when there's the shield boss, that's one of the biggest problems, so he could be interesting for the sake of that. Steals 1 buff from an enemy, absorb, so I was thinking maybe he changes some stuff, but he has some other like HP, healing and some other stuff, so he could be interesting. But you know what, sometimes the thing is like this, guys. Sometimes when it says steals buffs, normally on the boss's kit for the Tower of Mark, if you read it, it says it cannot be stolen. However, some heroes that have steal in their kit actually can remove it, even though they don't take it upon themselves, so this can be pretty useful. Then the next one we have Anton, Holy Light Parliament Defense, Force Mark. A1, the basic single target with a chance to reduce the target's defense. It's a lower decrease defense, not too crazy. Restores all ally HP, increases the thermometer. Okay, this could be good, but again, what's the percentage? So we cannot judge too much up until we see the percentage. Then Valiant counterattack, he gets Valor, okay. Every time he inflicts stun on the target counter when he lost HP caused by single target damage. Okay, so again, this one could be pretty interesting. He can basically be a CC. He can basically be a CC, but again, once he's gonna be out, we're gonna see that. And then ultimately grants all allies shield based on Anton's max HP. You know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping this one is a whim level shield. I hope this is a 40%, if not at least a 30%, because that would make him, you know, another viable option for the sake of epic shielders. Because like I mentioned in my previous videos, shield removers and shield casters are one of the best heroes in the game. Okay, he also will cleanse some dots with the exclusive, grants all ally consolidations. So he kind of seems to be a viable option. He might be like like I said, he might be the whim for Force Mark. That's really interesting to look out for. So this weekend, as we're used to, like, you know, every other week, we're gonna have the Miracle Wish Shop. We're gonna have Gilliman, Mammoth, Herta, Taff, and Valentine. So from here, he's kind of useless. Everybody else might be interesting. Then for sake of the epics, Anton, Joseph, Liz, and Oboro. I guess only Anton and Liz are pretty interesting. If you guys think anybody else is worth pulling for that, or like, you know, from the ones that I mentioned that I said like they're mad, just leave it in the comments below. Change my mind, guys. Change my mind. Okay, the new heroes obviously can only be obtained 2 weeks after Miracle Wish. We're gonna have the ice skating available from the 9th to the 12th. You know, the usual one. Ice skating, you grab whatever you can. Hopefully you can get to the first part of the mythic shards, and then you move on to your day, because these are usually ultimate pay-to-win events. Okay, feature adjustments. Optimize the battle rules of Classic Arena and Advanced Arena. Non-stop combat is now available for adventures at all tiers. Thank you, Infinite Magicraid. That was just dumb. When they implemented it, it was like, oh yeah, it's just for like Diamond. Why? That's honestly, at least for my account, that's exactly the space where I don't want the non-stop combat. Basically, what the non-stop combat does is it starts at the top of the page and keeps going down and tries to beat every single team that you have. Once you get to Diamond, at least for my account, where I'm a low spender, I have to manual every single fight, otherwise I'm gonna lose. So having this be implemented, that's amazing, because I usually have one-man defense through the whole week, and then I keep dropping in my tiers, and then after I drop, I can go and clear all pages. So having the non-stop combat available for that one's perfect for Classic Arena and Advanced Arena. So this is amazing. Thank you. Good choice. Optimize the ticket purchase pop-up Classic Arena, Advanced Arena, and Guild Arena. The bottom max is now replaced with +10. That's smart again, because honestly, I do not want to know how many people actually clicked those lines and actually bought, like, I don't know, 1,000 arena battles. I hope you guys didn't do that. Like, you know, I almost did it once, so that's why I'm happy they did this change. So, you know, it's a simple thing, but it can be something huge. Claiming rewards for weekly card for 90 days after reaching weekly card level 6 grants you Legend, Phantom, Dragon Eye as the bonus reward. So claiming rewards from weekly card for 90 days after reaching weekly card level 6 grants you Legend, Phantom, Dragon as the bonus. So let's have a look right now. What does it do? So right now I'm somebody that buys the weekly card and I buy the battle order. So let's see. Right now it says XP 90 days. They basically get 1 XP per day. So the rewards currently are at the end is the Legend, Phantom, Dragon Eye. Everything else was just an epic one. So does that mean this is gonna change and every single day you're just gonna get this one after I reach level 6, and then every 90 days I get the Legend, Phantom, Dragon Eye? Honestly, I thought it's gonna reset and I'm gonna get level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 again. So I'm not sure if this is a good change or not. I'm gonna have to wait and see for myself after I pass this one. If you are one of the ones that has passed 90 days for the weekly card, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know what happens for you. Do you stay to the level 6 and just goes like, I don't know, 1 to 90, or what's happening? I want to know, guys. Leave it in the comments below. Let me know what this one's all about. Then optimize the operation mode on the PC. Mouse wheel scrolling is not supported. I honestly never checked to see if that one works. I do hope that they implement the thing of getting it to be you know full screen, because right now it's full screen, but it kills the pixel. So I hope they fix that as well. Optimize the display with the stamina storage button. Yeah, that one they're gonna change it. From what I've seen in the picture, it's gonna be like you have one side to deposit and one side to remove the energy, the stamina. So that's good. And the Guild Boss Challenge, then Guild Arena flag onto the Guild info screen. guess we're gonna see what that one looks like. Add an icon for guild info card in the recruitment channel. Update the following UI system quests. Again, I guess the quests are gonna look slicker, hopefully. Fix the bug that sometimes caused abnormal display of HP bar while in campaign battles. I've never seen that in campaign battles, but I saw that in arena. Like, I go in arena and all my people have half HP. Like, I don't know why, I just started the battle. Anyway, I think this is going to be the main event. Skill adjustment, Ulcaster. So he was one of the ones that I kind of looked at his kit and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about him. Wasn't too impressed. So before, he dealt damage from 200 to 220% to all enemies with a 50 to 75% chance to inflict horrify for 1 turn. That's a basic. Okay, after, he's going to deal 200% damage to all enemies. Okay, the same with the 50 to 85% chance to inflict horrify for 1 turn, okay? And a 50 to 85% chance to inflict freeze. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Having 2 layer, I'm curious if it lands both of them, because if it lands both of them, that's gonna be insane for the sake of arena. Because, you know, normally in arena you have you go against Catherine's, and Catherine just straight up gets it done, cleanses everything. So having 2 of these land on her, that's amazing. Because if she cleanses the freeze, she might be horrified, but if she cleanses the horrify, she stays frozen. So that's a good change. I already see PvP viability for him, even PvE, because again, the horrify and the freeze can be good for the sake of CCing, you know, crowd controlling the waves. Then passive skill triumph. Before Ulcaster receives a layer of Soul of Honor. For every 1 enemy kill, each layer increases the damage he deals by 20 to 40%, and he's affected up to 40%. That's good. The effect can stack up to 4 layers. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess after it's smoked, you gain more. So does that mean he's gonna gain 4 times 40% effect hit? That's insane. That's 160% effect hit. That means he will almost never get resisted for his debuffs, which is huge. Then after Ulcaster gains 1 layer of Soul of Glory whenever an enemy dies, each of which increases self-damage dealt by 20 to 40% and effect hit again up to 40% for 4 layers. Damn, so, wait, that was before. So now it's like he does the same thing, but grants Night King's Will and 1 layer of Soul of Glory on the ally with the highest attack. When Ulcaster or the ally with the Night King's Will dies, grants 1 more layer of Soul of Glory and the ally for every enemy they kill. Only up to 1 ally in the battlefield could ever have Night King's Will. Ulcaster will reclaim the Soul of Glory and Night King's Will from the ally with the Night King's Will when he is revived. Okay, this sounds complicated, but it sounds like it's gonna be something insane if you pair with somebody like, I don't know, Lucifer or any other single target DPS, maybe Xia or Yoko. That could be interesting. Night King's Will on Ulcaster will not be removed when the owner dies or at wave transition. Okay, that's good. Kind of like the Melia Valkyrie, you take it to the next waves. Soul of Glory and Night King's Will on other allies will not be removed when the owner dies or the wave transitions. Again, same thing. That's good, because sometimes, you know what, you stack up those things and you get to the next wave, you're back to 0. It kind of sucks. So keeping these ones is pretty good. Okay, active skill Rain increases self-attack by 40% for 2 turns. Okay, that was before. With a chance to put decreased defense. After, increases self-attack by 40% for 2 turns. After, deals damage to all enemies with an 85% chance to reduce the defense by 60%. Okay, this is a huge increase. This one, you know, with the right effect hit, you're gonna always land. And an 85% chance to reduce their tenacity by 60%. So basically, this means he's gonna be insane for the sake of like nuking as well. So he brings CC on the first active skill on Prestige, and then he brings decreased defense and increased attack, at least for himself, and then he can do a big smack plus the decreased tenacity. This can make it viable for the sake of the guild boss as well. That's gonna be interesting to test out. Obviously, I don't have him. I'm not sure I'm gonna go for him for a while, but he definitely seems to be pretty solid. Okay, exclusive one. Before, grant self-damage immunity, immune to turn meter reduction effects. Okay, after, grant self-damage immunity to turn meter reduction for 1 turn if self-HP is below 50% after taking damage. This skill can only be triggered up to once every 2 turns. When the ally with the Night King's Will kills any enemy after Ulcaster dies, Ulcaster will be revived. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting because that basically gives him a sort of revive on death situation where, like, you know, he's killed, but you have maybe, like I said, maybe you have the Night King's Will on a Lucifer. He's definitely gonna kill somebody, or like a Xia again, like I'm talking about the single target good DPSs. He's gonna just straight up revive Ulcaster, which is gonna be pretty interesting. Okay, this looks pretty solid. I don't know what you guys think, but this kind of looks like he definitely gets a good buff that he deserved. Honestly, you know what? I'm hoping they're gonna buff Brynhild again. I know they buffed her, like I think was last year after launch shortly. I think like Brynhild deserves another buff, kind of like what Ulcaster got, so she becomes more viable. Because right now she's just there to remove the shield, and that's about it. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know what, like I said, leave it in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think it's a good buff that Ulcaster gets or not? Just leave it in the comments below because I'm curious about your opinion. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Infinite Magicraid. Play to slay.